Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the S.H Monster Arts Godzilla 2000 Millennium Special Color version. Now this figure is from 2012. It's old. Promotional images look terrible. I couldn't find any better pictures than that. And I've had this figure for a very, very, very long time. Now, this figure was based off of the Godzilla 2000 Millennium movie, the poster version, which is not very accurate. I believe that's what this was based off of, whereas S.H Monster Arts now is going to be coming out with a completely new version of it, which looks like this. I am going to be reviewing that figure because I have seen a lot about the posability and it goes absolutely dummy. Speaking of posability, let's get right into this figure. So to just take a brief look, we're going to start out with the head. There's a ball joint at pretty much every segment you see on this figure because this is old SH Monster Arts, so you'll see in just a moment. So there's a ball joint at the base of the head, base of the neck, and a segment in between, and his arm also comes off. Very, very easy. For no good reason, this guy's left arm comes off way too easy.
You
So,
are done.
other than that, there's only one other
Fired.
issue, which we'll get into in a little bit here. But the posability for the neck is going to be a ball joint at the base of the head, a ball joint for the jaw, which you'll see just a second here, as well as there is a ball joint at the tongue, I think, but it is super tight. There's a second ball joint and a third ball joint at the neck segments, and then there is a fourth one at the base of the neck, which lets him look down very far as is. And you can see that here. You can also see, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but he can't really look up at all. The spines kind of get in the way of that, which is where this figure is not as good as the new one they're releasing. There's a ball joint at the midsection, and right below the midsection there is another one, so kind of at the waist and at the chest. Using all four of those, you can get him to look very, very far down. He can almost look at his own. All right, pause. So you can use that to get a little bit of a side to side, but obviously I don't want to be too, messy with this figure just because of the age of it and all that. It's a little tight and loose at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. But other than that, there's also going to be a ball joint. I'm not doing it on the left side. The arm will fall off. There's a ball joint at the base of the shoulder, which allows for a full rotation if you try hard enough. Do I recommend that? Nah, fam. Nah. There is a ball joint at the start of the elbow at the bicep. There's a ball joint at the bicep, and there is a ball joint at the elbow, which allows for a little bit of an elbow bend. Not great. There's also a ball joint at the hand. Be careful, the ball joints can break. Small ball joints are scary. There's a ball joint at the base of the hip where the leg starts at, and you can get a full rotation, a very tight rotation that is, at the leg there. You can also get a bend at the knee, which is not great, but it is just on a ball joint. And there is also a ball joint at the calf, which allows for an insanely good pivot you will see here. And at the ankle, there's a ball joint. So you can use both of those to get this guy into a insanely good pivot. And you can see that nice Godzilla spread. And then the biggest thing that SH Monster Arts does well is just going to be that tail per usual. You can see that thing, it's nice. Let's just say that. It's nice. So, other than that, this figure is great, and we'll go over the sculpting here too and the painting. So, as you can see on this foot here, you can see that sculpting for those nails look absolutely amazing. They don't even touch the ground, so you can see it was based off of a suit as well. There's also great sculpting and painting on those hand nails and on the base of the chest. And as well, you can see in the mouth there, it does look kind of messy, but it is not. It is very clean. My camera's just not picking it up very well. And he doesn't look, you know, like Patrick from the front. He looks forward, he looks straight, he looks good. As well, you can see on those back spines, you can see he's got those purple tips. like the Millennium Godzilla should, all the way down the back and the tail. You can see all around, great figure. He looks great, every angle pretty much. Only kind of halfway complaint that I have, besides the obviously great sculpting, is going to be the previous owner of mine somehow got a little red dot on his leg. Not a big deal. Your copy most likely won't have one if you get one. It's going to be expensive, by the way. Other than that, more sculpting is going to be underneath the tail. You can see he looks phenomenal. Size comparison. So as you can see, he is rather big boy, and I didn't get a great measurement for his tail to his head, but he is about 9 inches. My previous review, the Hammond Collection Troodon and Velociraptor, you can see he looks great next to pretty much any figure you're gonna have. You can see he's a little bit bigger than them. This is gonna be him next to my other previous review, the Haya Toys 1991 Heisei Godzilla. Now, this is not the Heat Ray version because it's never going to come out. I don't think I would get it when it does come out, but you can see he's a little bit smaller than that. And then this is him with my last week's review at the time of recording this yesterday. And this is my Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. You can see he's not giant as a figure, but he is pretty big, and all that sculpting, the detail, the posability allow for some great poses, which I'll be showing you some of those pictures that I took doing my outro. But as you can see, he's not giant, but he's also not micro, which, I mean, he looks great from pretty much all angles you'll see here while I'm going through those photos. And other than that, you guys, thank you so much for watching. These photos will finish up, but thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support lately. We got some new subscribers and stuff like that, and I appreciate it. I'll be out of town as of this being uploaded, but it will still come out on Sunday. So yeah, we'll be looking good, and then I'll be recording a new video soon, maybe on that S.H Monster Arts Godzilla Evolved. I'm pretty excited. I have him, so we'll see. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated, and this is a great figure. I would recommend him, but the aftermarket is crazy, so just be careful and buy from a good person. All right, thank you guys.